I tried recording this once already, and I thought that this was the wrong version, but I was wrong, and it was the right version with the whole nether and everything. So I need to go chop down a tree, make sure it doesn't leave floating leaves, because that is like one of my pet peeves of old Minecraft versions. And yeah. Anyways, future ideas before I get any more distracted. Put a torch down. But I really don't know what else to do with the channel. I can't think of any other nice content that I could really manage right now. I'm definitely going to try and get a capture card for Xbox and eventually do something with that. I do have Red Dead Redemption. I've never really gotten into the game. But, you know, I'd be willing to do it if people want to watch something like that. What else? I have Call of Duty. So I don't want to be like the average Joe. I'm assuming people do that. And I personally think it's not, I've never really enjoyed commentating it, because there's really nothing much to commentate about. Unless people really want me to do it, I don't mind doing it. I don't have Skyrim, so it's definitely not going to be the best. And I can only record for so limited times, like computer-wise, but same with Xbox, because I can't transport huge movie files a whole bunch. So, you know, I'm very limited on that. And I did not get a lot of wood, did I? Ha 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 ha. What a story. Okay, so I don't really know until I manage to do something with that and figure out what's gonna happen. It's just gonna be basically Minecraft for a while, or maybe occasional other games that I just kind of find and decide to play, review, whatever it may be. Definitely going to keep doing the mods, and I'm definitely going to keep that Better Dungeons mod going, because it seemingly is pretty popular. Skyland's Travels seemingly is getting more views than I thought it would. I didn't think people still watch something like that, but I guess so, because it is a really nice adventure map to play around in. So yeah, I really don't know what else to do other than Minecraft as of right now, and as I said, a few other random things. If anybody has any ideas, don't be afraid to post comments. Even if I get popular and I don't have enough time to make comments, I would definitely try to read as much as possible. I wouldn't be ignorant. I try to read through as much as I can, especially through emails. Like, I get tons of junk emails. It's annoying. I don't even know why I do. I don't know if it's because of the my channel that's causing people to do that. I've heard that sometimes that happens, but I've also heard it goes through Craigslist, because I've used that to sell a few things and old games I didn't want. But I'm never gonna do iPod app reviews, because it's kind of really stupid to do that. Because why would you want to do really crappy quality and stuff? So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make a furnace now, because I do need to cook up some food. Oh, furnace textures look funny. They can be really well hidden. That's like why people used it back then for adventure maps, in case anybody was wondering why. Why would you put a bunch of furnaces in a room? Well, that was kind of the reason why. Kind of blended in with the stone, so... I mean, it does actually blend in with the stone. So I'm gonna cook up some meat, because I obviously need some. And I'm gonna change it back to easy in a bit, but... I think night's just about over. Yeah, the moon's setting as of right now. So any moment we'll have a really weird sunrise. And I'm going to, I think, make an axe, because it seemingly looks like something I will need right now. So yeah. Anyways, if people have any ideas, again, I'm definitely up for whatever. Just keep in mind I'm not one for the whole RPG community, not like fantasy. I mean, RPGs, I play those. I'm just talking about like the huge fantasy thing. I've never been a huge fan of that. I've tried playing them. Don't think I haven't, and I'm just kind of sticking to random games, but I've tried them. Skyrim is like okay. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. That's like the only fantasy game I think I've ever liked, ever. So, yeah. Not to sound naggy or anything about what I want to do or not. If it's a game I've never heard of, I'm willing to try it. Like, King Arthur's Gold was a pretty cool game. It's a castle defense / attack yeah, here comes the crappy sunrise thing. And yeah, it was a good game. I didn't think it would really provide good enough content to keep viewers interested for a long enough time. Minecraft just seemingly is a thing that you can do for a good amount of time. Eventually the game will die out. Everyone knows it will. Notch even said himself. Though I know he's not working on the project anymore. It's just... He said he knew that at some point that it was going to die out. So, yeah. I don't really know what else... What the heck happened right there? Okay, I think that's an old glitch. Yeah, definitely. But, throw stuff in here I just don't really need. I'm gonna go plant these saplings, and hopefully I'll get a few trees here, eventually. I mean, this place is just barren. Not really, I mean, it has grass, but you get what I mean. I live right next to a desert. Nice for cactus farming, even though you don't really need it as of right now. I mean, it becomes more important. It's more important later on. I mean, unless you want for decoration, that's really the only use you can find for it. So now that I have more wood, I'm going to finish up the house. And I don't know if I'm going to call it an episode yet. I definitely want to try and go mining. But this is just kind of an informational video at the same time. And I just ran out of wood again. So, do that. Alright. I really need to finish up this house already. This is taking too much time. I'm actually gonna end up tearing this down later. This is actually pretty cool. It's just kind of little outpost. I might just completely fill this with glass instead of a frame around it. So I'm gonna go get some sand. Oh, I need a shovel. That'd be a good idea, right? Alright, so shovel. Alright, heading off to the desert. And suggestions, I've gone through that. I don't really know what else to talk about as of right now. Other than the fact that you should go check out Brandon's channel. I was going to upload 4 Pillar Survival with him, but I found it to be too boring. We weren't really doing all that interesting stuff, you know. So I kind of just called it off and said, you know, we're not going to do it. And, yep, that was the verdict of that. Unless people really want us to do it, he can... Sorry if that made a really weird sound. I know I have a crappy microphone for that reason, but if people say I should continue it with him, I'll contact him and he can set up the server. I'm not going to give the IP out to that because he doesn't have a strong enough computer to, like, run 20 people. He said, like, maybe 6 at most for him, for, like, just friends, you know, we play around on. So let me get a bunch of sand here because I definitely need that. But, yeah, if you guys want me to do that, I'll give him a little ring and ask him if he wants to do it anyways. And we'll get to doing that at some point. That's a pretty nice little cliff over there. It's definitely a nice area. I mean, there's my house over there. I almost want to just grab a little bit of cactus for some reason. But, no. Let's make the floors wool. I'm gonna go punch a few sheep, because you don't have to have shears now. That's in the new versions. In the old ones, you just punch them and it falls off them magically. But sometimes you don't get very lucky. Where'd that other one? Yeah, you're up here. It makes sense, you know, if they're on a mountain. I mean, sheeps and rams and stuff are up there, so it makes partial sense. So I'm gonna go back to the house. I think I'm gonna go check out those caves, and I'm gonna call it an episode because this is going a little bit longer than I expected, anyways. There's tons of sheep. They always like despawn and respawn. That was the whole thing. In case you people didn't know, with the whole 1.8, 1.1 stuff, they became more. There's a set of animals per chunk, and once you kind of wipe them out, they're gone. They might come back after a really long time, so that's why they added in the whole farming idea. Otherwise, why would you want to farm animals around your house if they consistently respawn? So that was the whole idea of that, in case people didn't know, with the 1.1 and everything, 1.0. That's the whole idea behind that. If you guys were wondering, well, why the heck isn't animals respawning around here? They do after a long time, as far as I've noticed. I'm killing too many pigs. My food can't... My chest can't keep up with it. I'm gonna have like a chest full of food after this, and I know that sounded kind of weird, but teehee. I'm gonna get back to my house by now. I should have been. Yeah, I have some interesting little caves going on here. I'm not sure why. Like, I saw better ones somewhere off in the distance. I saw a nice one. Actually, no, I checked it out in the beginning of the video. In case you guys missed it, I'm gonna go see what's going on with that. And yeah, I'm gonna just finish up this house with like a bunch of windows around it for some reason. Because it looks like an outpost, and I just thought it was funny. So I'm gonna do that. And there's that pork. I have so much of it now. I'm just gonna store the rest of it. Like, I only need probably 2 to bring with me to get a full refill. So 3 is the best idea. I'm gonna start smelting up some sand. I'm gonna only need 5 for a good amount to finish up my house. And the floors, may as well just do that. This is the most you can do with alpha, by the way, because they didn't have colors yet. That came with the beta something, as far as I remember. So I'm gonna just do some really boring things and make you guys watch it, because that's how cool I am. And so I can't think of really anything else to talk to you guys about, other than the fact that just don't expect something to be released 24/7, because I do not have the time to do that. So I'm definitely trying to expand who I want to do commentaries with. I've been, like, random people message me about it, saying, oh, you have nice videos, and I reply to them and say, well, would you want to do something with me? And of course I never get a reply back. They're like, oh my god, he's scary, and run away. So I'm gonna make, actually, I think I'm gonna make 2, because for some reason they seem to be going faster than the older version. I mean the newer version. Okay, I accidentally just threw it out. I'm not used to that. I'm used to just shift clicking. There we go. Just throw that there. And I think that's it. So I'm gonna go check out that cave I saw earlier. And maybe grab some of that coal.